Let's get a Monday night session fired up on an October 17th date. I appreciate all of you guys so much. Thank you so much. This community is truly amazing, and it's just a privilege and an honor to come to you guys every single day with the content that matters most, keeping you guys up to date with the current events, our economic situation as it breaks down with the cryptocurrency, new asset class being involved in the switchover. And then we're going to take advantage of this opportunity. We call it the greatest transfer of wealth in world history. In tonight's update, we're talking about the Bitcoin network failing while XRP gets more utility. Let's get straight on into it. I appreciate all of you guys so much. Thank you. Okay, let's run it up. Let's run it up tonight. Okay, here we go. So tonight, we're coming live to you at about 8 p.m. on the West Coast. Our Bitcoin is at 19,500. Ethereum is at $1,333, and XRP is at 47.5 cents. Let's take a look at our Bitcoin chart. We're on the 4-hour chart here, taking a look at some of these candlesticks. And, we did a little bit of a pump today, a little bit of a pump to 19.5, even though the network went down today. We're going to get into it at the end of this show. Bitcoin failing, as we've always said, it was destined for failure. Proof of work doesn't work. The proof of stake program not working out much better for Ethereum. And we're going to get more XRP utility coming to this ledger. It's just going to be massive. So massive. Let's get right on into it, guys. Here's the current situation from the Kobesi letter. We have the bond market posting the worst year since 1920. Housing prices falling at the fastest pace since 2011. Thank you, God, for this opportunity. I thank God every single day. And I don't want to see the average person get hurt, but we are ready to swoop up these deals as they come through. Housing prices falling at fastest pace since 2011. Fed is trading on insider information. 80% of tech stocks in bear market territory. Definitely. Actually, I think most are. I mean, it's well over half are in bear market territory. And then with the cryptocurrencies, it's going to be about 100%. Quant is pumping right now. Okay, good. Shout out to Quant. And we have credit card debt up 25% this year. Recession is an understatement. And to that point, it just still boggles my mind. It amazes me. And really, it doesn't boggle my mind. I guess that's the wrong way to say it, because I understand why they don't want to call it a recession. It's all political. We got to keep the system afloat. The party has to keep on going until this midterm election plays out. And then I think they're going to really just let it go. But nonetheless, folks, you guys are seeing the situation. We've been breaking it down, and we are taking in massive amounts of action right now, taking advantage of all of these asset classes as it breaks down. Now, major news. Saudi Arabia expresses desire to join the BRICS family. Check it out. Wall Street Silver sharing this one from citizens.co.za is the website. I'm not going to share you guys the link here, but Saudi Arabia expresses desire to join BRICS family. We've been talking about this one. They do not care about being woke. They live like royalty and will continue to live like royalty forever as long as we are using that. And my mentor, Dan Pena, said, we will never be moving on to that new technology until they run dry from oil over there in the Middle East. And it's just interesting to watch how this program has failed for the West and how the rest of the countries, the allies that we once had, leaving the US dollar. And you guys really got to understand why this is so important. The United States has held that reserve currency status for basically, what is that going to be, almost 80 years, since 1940s, right after the Bretton Woods Agreement, and we got propped up as the reserve currency. Now we have a basket that does include that Chinese yuan that got added to the IMF's basket of currencies that make up the special drawing rights, right? And then with this deal right here, this shows you that these major players, this is why it was so important. We fought wars for decades in the Middle East over these resources and defending our petrodollar, taking out, I don't even remember his first name, Gaddafi. I probably couldn't pronounce it right even if I knew it. Muammar Gaddafi, something like that, right? Gaddafi there in Libya, taken out, And he talked about returning to a gold standard, returning, basically freeing the African people from the Western hegemony that had ruled the world and been influencing all of these regions, all of these territories. And then the massive wars that have been funded by us being able to have this reserve currency. This party's over, and you guys are seeing the real deals are getting done right now. Saudi Arabia thinking of joining BRICS. Well, we already know the deal. They already have done deals with Ripple, their central bank. The central bank of Saudi Arabia is already working with Ripple, already sitting down with them. Understand that. Understand the National Bank of Egypt, already Ripple partner. Understand on-demand liquidity in that region, firing up, growing year over year at massive rates. On-demand liquidity that uses XRP, not just RippleNet, not just partnered up with Ripple, not just being cute in the cryptocurrency space, getting real problems solved. And just wait till they tokenize this commodity in oil as well. It's just another commodity that's going to be brought online to this internet of value. They're ditching the US dollar, doing deals with Ripple, and then they're also thinking of joining BRICS, which, you know, really what it's all about here coming forward, guys, is to a level playing field. And what the hell are you going to back your currency by? Who has the real value? Who has the gold? Who has the oil? Who has the XRP? We're going to get into that at the end of this one. But this has already been underway for a while. You guys are just seeing it accelerate and grow. Gold Telegraph reporting here that China has unexpectedly delayed the release of its GDP data. This is the world's second largest economy. The world is on the edge of its seats at every FOMC meeting, which is our Federal Reserve here in the United States. And now China is delaying the GDP data. Things are getting interesting. Well, here in the United States, we aren't delaying the data. We just no longer call it a recession. We no longer identify as a recession. No. And you guys saw the clip of Biden eating an ice cream cone saying that the situation's fine, right? Because everyone else has it worse. So, you know, it's not that bad here in America because everyone else is dying. Everyone else is getting sacrificed financially. The biggest financial tsunami to hit us since 2008, and some would bring us back even to the collapse, the Great Depression of 1929 being on the verge of that moment in time as well. And meanwhile, here with Joe running the show, we eat the ice cream cone and we say it's all going to be all right. It's just fine. And our economy is strong, quote, strong as hell. God bless Joe. I hope it works out for him. Hope he makes it through. Okay, let's continue on. Credit Suisse has agreed to pay $495 million as part of a settlement with the United States over mortgage-backed securities, which should send everyone down memory lane of the 2008 financial crisis. Now, we already covered this, and remember, they're just now settling up in 2022 for the financial crimes and fraud that was committed back in the 2008 mortgage crisis that brought us to the great financial collapse, great financial crash of 2008. They're just now getting punished, and it's also being reported today that the 1.5 trillion asset manager Credit Suisse CEO is to be stepping down in the coming weeks. So not only are they paying with fines, the CEOs are stepping down. Some of them don't care. They're taking the money, they're on the yacht, and they're enjoying life. And they don't care. They sleep just fine at night. Because some of these people are sick. Now, some of these guys got caught up in schemes, and I think that we need to hold everyone accountable. Not only should those people have already been held accountable, we got a lot of people to hold accountable right now. And that's an adult conversation, and you guys know I'm always tipping my toes as I do that dance because we got the censorship police taking us down if we actually call out the names, call out the three-letter agencies, call out all those involved. So I just say, let all truth be revealed, because I think that's something that we can all agree upon. Let's put on our big boy adult pants, have the adult conversation, not get offended, and actually save this country, actually save this planet and move humanity forward. They're finally paying for their crimes from the last financial collapse, and then they're setting sail as we're rolling into the new one. That's the current situation. But let's get into this cryptocurrency news. This is truly incredible. Thank you everyone for joining me tonight. I appreciate all of you. Cheers. As we titled this episode here tonight, excuse me, the Bitcoin network continues to be a failure, and today had an 85-minute block interval left for more than 13,000 transactions stuck in a pending state on Monday. Blocks are typically confirmed every 10 minutes. Reporting by OK Night Crypto. Okay, this is from CoinDesk, and Bitcoin fails to produce one block for over an hour, nearly an hour and a half here, that the Bitcoin network did not complete one block, and you have 13,000 transactions that were pending. Now, 2 points here. First off, 13,000 transactions is absolutely pathetic. Absolutely pathetic. That's nothing. Okay, that's very cute when it comes to the whole new financial system, when it comes to the existing financial system. Even in our existing outdated system, that is nothing. That is a joke. Swift sends 33 million transactions per day. $6 trillion worth of volume settled up daily. Meanwhile, Bitcoin can't even freaking work. An hour and a half of downtime, 13,000 transactions pending. The few Bitcoin bros that are still using that piece of crap network, waiting on their transaction to go through, paying astronomical fees. And meanwhile, on the very same day, we get news coming from Ripple introducing the first phase of bringing an Ethereum virtual machine sidechain to the XRP ledger. EVM developers, we invite you to experiment with the functionality on the DevNet and enjoy the best of Ethereum and XRPL for your DeFi applications. So there's two sides of this story, right? There's two sides of the street. As I told you guys last night, driving through Hollywood, California, seeing what it's all about. What's this scene all about? On one side of the road, I see a luxury car dealership with a Rolls Royce on the street. On the other side, I see homeless tents, a little campground taking place. Similar situation here. A piece of crap network in Bitcoin that does absolutely nothing to move humanity forward, is not a store of value, is not scalable, and does nothing for us besides allows the Bitcoin bros to pump it to the doofus morons that are new to crypto. And let me make a quick point here. I don't want to beat up anybody who's new to crypto. You got a little Bitcoin. That was what I bought first. I'm about to drop a video where I actually am going to go in depth comparing Bitcoin and XRP and why I dumped all of my Bitcoin for XRP. Why I don't want to touch Ethereum at all. That's going to be a whole separate video. But the point here, guys, you're seeing two sides of the story playing out here. Two sides of the street. Rolls Royce, campground. Guys, I mean, it is unbelievable that they still are peddling this to the masses. I don't want to beat up anybody. I created my TikTok last year, and I continue to make content here on a daily basis, trying to get the new people caught up to speed. A lot of people, they're already retired, right? We range in this community all the way from the youngins all the way up to 60, 70 years old. We got members in our Discord community all the way from 18 all the way up past 70. And that's a beautiful thing across the world too, multiple countries all over the place. But what we're seeing right here is the continuation of everyone who is new to the space still piling into Bitcoin and Ethereum first before they understand the truth about cryptocurrency, which is what we've been trying to break down on this channel, what I tried to break down on my TikTok channel. Thank God for TikTok. You guys can, whatever our opinion is about TikTok playing games with us, I love TikTok, man. I am forever grateful to TikTok for what it allowed me to do last year. Get the truth out to people that were getting spread all of this nonsense, misinformation by some, disinformation, complete lies by others. And then you have the Bitcoin maxi bros that are obviously just perpetuating this thing. I keep on getting this guy, the Moon Carl, in my he tried to come over to TikTok now, and I keep on seeing his stupid videos, and God, it's so embarrassing. I'm embarrassed for these guys. Like, okay, I get it. You made your money off of Bitcoin, and you're a cool kid now, but golly, dude, God, don't get me started. I just start saying mean things, and I don't need to do this with these guys. I don't need to spend any time because it's just as clear as day. How's your program working out? That's what I tweeted out today. I retweeted that article from CoinDesk with the failure of Bitcoin. I just said, how's that Bitcoin program working out? It's a complete failure. And of course, continued utility coming to the XRP ledger, Ripple with the Ethereum virtual machine. That's gonna be massive, guys. That smart contract's coming. Okay, I forgot to pull up the article, but it now looks like the XLS20 NFT update for XRP has been passed. So now we have 2-week time period before we get the NFT update for XRP. And then we're also going to get a smart contracts update for XRP coming here soon, probably in the next few months. So we're going to have NFTs, smart contract capability. And then now we're already bringing in these other crappy networks that don't work. We're bringing some of the transactions, we're bringing some of the smart contracts to our ledger so that we can actually get deals done and not be down for an hour and a half and, be a complete joke and then be an Ethereum that takes years to update, and then it only becomes more centralized, and you still have high gas fees, and you still have essentially no scalability, right? But here we go. Let's address some more of these haters, more of these people that just don't understand. They just don't get it. Leah Halpern, I guess is how you say her name, Big Bitcoin Maxi, says people are celebrating XRP because it's going to help enable CBDCs, and CBDCs are inevitable, therefore pumping their XRP bags. I feel sick. Okay, let me make a quick point. Yes, we're all worried about privacy. We're all worried about a CBDC that's, going to be similar to some of these other countries' CBDCs that is not very friendly to the people. Social credit scores shut you down, not very nice. Of course, there's legitimate concerns there. But holy cow, folks, I am so sick of this argument. It doesn't matter what we're trading. What value do you bring to the world? And then conduct your transactions with any currency, with seashells, with rocks. What difference does it make? It doesn't make a shit. Obviously, we have a battle to fight against CBDCs and the privacy that they're coming for. They're coming to control us. Obviously, we understand that agenda. Your Bitcoin network is a piece of shit that doesn't get anything done, though. The XRP ledger is open, permissionless, decentralized, actually has scalability to hundreds of thousands of transactions per second. So whether it's good, whether it's evil, I'm going to be in the fight against evil. But this blockchain works. The distributed ledger technology works. So stop playing games. Stop standing on some moral high ground like you're getting something done. You guys are all a joke. All of you Bitcoin maxis, including you, with such a ridiculous, stupid take. Nobody, God, don't act like you. Okay, you're a tough guy. You're a tough gal. Folks, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. What works? Just like Saudi Arabia, like I said with Saudi Arabia, they don't care about being woke. They want the deals done. They throw a straw in the ground and the oil comes out. They get it at $5 a barrel. They're going to run the world while we're still on that. They don't care. Same thing with XRP. Your deal doesn't work. Your program doesn't work. It's a joke. We can't run the new financial system with an hour and a half of downtime. Can barely even scale to 13,000 measly transactions. But we want to attack XRP like it's going to enable CBDCs. It's going to enable the whole internet of value for everyone. Anyone can use it. You can build a meme coin. You can build NFTs now coming soon. The smart contract capability coming. Your piece of shit network Ethereum doesn't work. Bring your smart contracts over here. We got some throughput. Hundreds of thousands of transactions per second. Interledger protocol. Trillions of transactions per second. I mean, that's just mind-blowing. And then we got to deal with these kids. And this is what I call these kids. Leia, I think, is actually older than me. And with all due respect, whatever. No. What are you talking about? You're worried about enabling CBDCs. We might as well all go digital. Everyone's using Venmo, PayPal, everything. I understand why people still want to have cash. I understand. Why do you think I have silver? Why do you think I have a ridiculous amount of the Second Amendment freedom seeds? I don't give a shit what they roll out with the CBDC program. I have my essentials. I have my prepping. They can't stop me from getting it. And I'm in the fight every single day against this evil with you as well. The biggest XRP maxi in the room, trying to fight against this, calling it out. And these kids want to come along and act like they're on some moral high ground and, oh, it's enabling CBDCs. We got to move forward. We don't have time for this. And this is why I get so riled up with these kids. It's nonsense. And it's holding back humanity. Bitcoin and Ethereum and that whole game that the whole freaking pyramid scheme of cryptocurrency has been built upon. 99% of this crap's gonna go away. All these people. Oh, Ripple's partnered with the World Economic Forum. If you want to change the world, you got to go approach and confront everyone. You can't just hide over here. Oh, we're going to build our little island. That doesn't change the world. Like, maybe that works out for you. If that's what you want to do, okay, great. You're not going to harm humanity. I want to fight the evil. I want to fix humanity. I want a better world for my daughter. So I'm going to be in that fight. But this is just technology. And Ripple's not bad people because they go speak at the World Economic Forum. We got to get deals done with everyone. And like I said at the beginning, may all truth be revealed. We're right here. We call out the evil more than you sellouts. You Bitcoin maxi YouTube influencer sellout piece of crap network that does nothing for humanity. And you got rich and now you want to pump it on all the noobs that are getting into crypto? And stand on some moral high ground like XRP is evil? You guys make me sick. Let's continue on. Let's talk about actually getting something done, real world utility. Check it out, what's happening behind the scenes, folks. 60 million XRP transferred from an unknown wallet to Bitstamp. These are on-demand liquidity partners that are moving large sums of XRP. You guys are seeing that. Record amount of on-demand liquidity volume, and that's a real world use case right there. Cross-border transactions, treasury flows, ramping up, institutions across the world getting real trillion-dollar problems solved, not 13,000 transactions. XRP Crow shares this one, an oldie but a goodie. We have to remember what they're doing here. David Schwartz says, quote, "We don't use our XRP as a bank account, but as a strategic weapon." So we've talked about how XRP right here could potentially prevent World War III. If, we do get the World War III scenario, God willing we don't, and then we have to build up a whole new system. Obviously, XRP is best suited to create that level playing field. And then we have custodians in Ripple with this escrow account that I believe we should believe in, that I believe in. Now, I'm not giving you financial advice. I'm not here to say that you should worship David Schwartz and Brad Garlinghouse and Ripple. No. Let's hold them accountable too. I mean, if, these are just guys that are running this company, and that's what's beautiful about it. You got guys and gals at Ripple that are the most transparent in the cryptocurrency space. And they're the custodians of the escrow account. And what are they doing? It's not going to speculators. It's not going to basically a speculation market that does not move humanity forward. Although we want to get our XRP. And it's an absolute challenge to get our XRP right now. I understand that. That's not what it's meant for. It's meant for solving humanity in this world and this financial system's biggest problems. And they're going to see that through. We don't use our XRP as a bank account, but as a strategic weapon. And what did we just cover yesterday? I gave you guys my reaction. Gosh, I'm forgetting his name again. The guy that has the friend Bob at the Bob works at the market maker for the treasury. And Bob is going to be meeting with Ripple, right? I gave you guys my reaction video to that. This quote right here just reiterates that point and my take that I gave you guys yesterday, and that we've been looking at all of these deals being done behind the scenes, trying to guess who has the most XRP, who has the most gold, who has the most oil, like who's going to be able to produce things of real value in the new financial system, and then what assets, commodities can we use to back up CBDCs and our financial system? What are the suppressed assets? What is slated and, as David says here, ready to be a strategic weapon in the currency war, in the financial war, in resetting the new financial system, in potentially preventing World War III? Now think about that. These guys want to act like Bitcoin's the end all be all, down with the banks, save the world. Meanwhile, it's XRP that actually creates that level playing field, that actually prevents a world war. Because we know that all the wars are bankers' wars. And what does this little currency do? It gives us the trustless, decentralized ledger that anyone can use, and scales up to unlimited scalability, essentially. No one has to trust each other. It's the perfect bridge currency from any asset, any commodity, anything of value to anything else. And now we're bringing Ethereum virtual machines. I mean, you guys are seeing right here what Ripple's doing, so strategic. They can only say so much. And we're here. What we're doing right here is we're piecing it all together for you guys. David says that we're using it as a strategic weapon. This is putting them on, and as I said, when I first got started with all my content, I said we need to compare Ripple to the Bank of International Settlements or the IMF. Maybe a little bit of both, because we got settlement and we got a new world reserve currency going on as well. If you could combine the BIS and the IMF into one, that would be Ripple. And XRP is the one world reserve bridge currency that is ready to run the whole internet of value. It's just that simple. It's just that simple in their own words. Now, let's take a look at some price action that we could be seeing coming up. Crypto bull, looking at the different XRP channels on the monthly chart, we find $7 as a price target on the top of the retracement channel and $250 on the top of the overextension channel. I will definitely take some profits around $6 to $7. That's not financial advice. That's Crypto bull saying that. Obviously, Crypto bull, as many of us, is going to be taking some profits as we approach the $10 price point. You guys are going to see most of the masses are going to sell most of their XRP by $10, in my opinion. And this is why, unfortunately, XRP is not going to provide generational wealth for so many holders, is because we're going to be going through one hell of a time. It's going to be rough. It's not going to be smooth sailing to 3 digits and generational wealth. No, no, no. We go through the end of the world to get there, folks. Unless they decide to use XRP to prevent World War III and it's all sunshine and rainbows and we just launch that QFS and it's going to be all good to go. That would be nice. But how has that been playing out so far? Over the last 2 years, you guys have seen what's happened. The last 2 years has revealed so much to us that as the system has to be reset, they're telling us has to be reset. They're not just doing this smoothly, swiftly, and kindly. No, 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 no. Bombs are dropping in major cities in Europe. The lights are going out in Europe. On top of all the other situations that we're seeing across this world, folks. Now, for me, it's very clear. Upon breakout, XRP is going to be approaching double digits easily. As Crypto bull shows you guys, 3 digits on the technical analysis is potentially there. Now, that's a big retracement, a big, what does he call it? Extension channel, right? But when you look over the next 5 to 10 years, I don't see any other asset. I don't see any other investment that I would rather be in right now. Other than, obviously, you got to, I like my businesses. I get a great return on my businesses, and that's how I buy more of this. But as far as investing, as far as where do I park capital to make it grow, I don't see a better opportunity right now, because just upon breakout, just going to $7 to $13 on initial breakout is life-changing for many of us. As Crypto bull says, he's going to be taking some profit. I'm planning on taking some profit as we approach the double-digit price range. Yeah. And if you look on the charts, you know, you look at that $7 level, there's going to be some retracements along the way, and it's going to be bumpy. And as you guys have seen over the last 10 months, we're going through, well, they won't tell you that we're going through a recession, but we identify this as a recession. We define, this is the perfect definition of a recession. Textbook definition of a recession. May God be with us and prevent us from going into a depression. Now, things move so much faster compared to the 1929 crash. I don't think that it's going to take us well over 10 years to recover from that. But something to note is that when you really just take a second to zoom out, look at how big of a shift this is in our world, in our reality. When we look at a bigger time frame of 5 to 10 years out for generational wealth, for, you know, building our business, you can focus in on what needs to be done today, what actions, you know, you need to be taking care of right now, so they continue to move in that direction. You can see that it's going to be a bumpy ride, and have an exit strategy along the way. It doesn't just go straight up to $10,000. Could it go to 10K? I don't run away from that conversation. I don't think that that conversation is ridiculous. Is the opportunity that good though? Is it 100% going to go that high? Well, absolutely, I'm not betting on that. I'm absolutely not betting on that. No. Why would I do that when I've already amassed a huge bag that at $10 would change my life? And as I've been reiterating with you guys, make sure that your exit strategy is set, written out, and that you're very tapped in and very comfortable with it, because at any moment here, folks, we are ready to break out of this thing. I've shown you guys the alignments, the cycles, the dates, the windows of opportunity that we've been going through that are coming up. It's going to be massive. Be prepared. If you want to have some cash on the sidelines, I think that that's what I'm doing too, right? But in the meantime, I am not waiting to accumulate some of these suppressed assets, and particularly XRP, because it is the only asset class that is suppressed and in an SEC lawsuit. So you have gold, silver, XLM, XDC, other utility cryptocurrencies, maybe Algo, throw in a couple others that you like that are suppressed, but none of them's in an SEC lawsuit as well. None of them are in a lawsuit that took the asset off exchanges, taking away liquidity, taking away the ability for the common man or woman to even acquire this asset. And then when we go look at what Ripple's doing with the escrow, it is not coming to us. It's not coming to exchanges, and that means it's not coming to retail. It is not for Joe Blow, Schmo, speculator, trader trying to create generational wealth. We got in early. We're being rewarded for our due diligence, research. Over the past decade, this book behind me, End the Fed. That's where it all started. I've told you guys many times. A decade of research brought me to this moment in time. Not, hey man, do you have a quick 10-minute video that can get me caught up to speed on everything? I wish. I mean, and I wish it was easy as just saying, okay, buy this much of this, buy this much of that, and then set up these accounts. So, you know, I wish. It's not that simple, but we will be rewarded. And now is the time. Do not wait further to get tapped in. If you need help, come join our community. We will lift you up with us. Our community that's fighting every single day, investors, researchers, getting deals done, real players in the game. Taking advantage of the greatest transfer of wealth in world history. We will help you. Go to my website, zachrector.com, sign up for a Discord group. We'll get you access. We'll get you in there. We'll get you helped out. Get you caught up to speed. But nonetheless, whatever you guys are tapped in right now, whatever asset class, make sure that you guys are prepared because the opportunities, I think, get better. And we got to take advantage of that. But we are very close to the rollover moment, to that new system moment. And I am here with you guys the whole way through. We're going to keep you guys all the way up to date. I just want to say thank you for everyone in the chat tonight. Max Kaiser does not like your channel. Yeah, of course. I mean, a lot of these guys don't like my channel. A lot of influencers do not like me. Everyone wanted to be friends until they figured out what I really stand for, which is none of the BS. We were all friends. It was all cute and fun till I realized, oh shit, he doesn't play around like we do. He doesn't take sponsorship posts. He doesn't sell out. He will never sell his soul. He can't be bought. Shit. Okay, we can't mess with him anymore. Matt, I appreciate the super chat. CBDCs will happen with or without the ISOs. Funny how it's our fault for following the money. Max is just mad they're still on the has-been network that's dead. Their egos won't let them embrace XRP. Matt, that is just perfect. That's the perfect way to put it right there. CBDCs will happen with or without. And like I said, is the US dollar an evil currency? Yes. The US dollar, paper fiat, I don't have my wallet, cash is the beast system. As we go into digital, it's the same beast system. It's just we're in the fight for our privacy, for our rights, for, everything, for saving the country, for saving humanity. We're in the fight. But we still use the US dollar every single day. And we can all act tough. Everyone's still going to use the CBDC. I mean, unless you're like living like the Amish out in the mountains or, out on the farm in your little community, which I might be doing. Let me be clear. I might, in 2030, I most likely will be on a farm with my family deciding whether or not I will put up with the New World Order agenda. Deciding whether or not I still want to be in the fight. So, gosh, I'm going to be living on the farm, and then Carl the Moon is going to show up with his, all of his riches that he made off of Bitcoin. He's going to say, hey, man, can you help me out? Say, dang it. He's going to say, I don't want to be a part of this system anymore. And I'm going to say, yes, me neither. But I'm going to say, before I let you into the compound, admit to me right now that you did hold XRP the whole time, didn't you? You son of a gun. Just like all these other influencers, they have the XRP moon bag. You guys already know the deal. I got a little bit of cold adult beverage here left to go. So what do you guys say? Let's take a little bit of rapid fire Q&A, maybe about 17 minutes or so of the Q&A session. Thank you so much, guys. And I do apologize for ranting tonight, and I do apologize for the swear words tonight. Usually I try to keep it clean, but you guys know how it goes with the Bitcoin maxis. They do get me a little bit riled up. And, just solving humanity's biggest issues gets me excited. Ray L. Bay, thank you for the 5 spot. Bitcoin is the AOL of crypto and ETH is net zero, and we all know what happened to those. Yeah. It amazes me that they think that this thing's actually going to run the new financial system. There's not a chance. And I apologize if I missed any other super chats, but thank you so much for the support, guys. Really means a lot to me. And if you guys can, please make sure that you smash that thumbs up. Cheers, everyone. Thank you. TikTok, what are you guys working with? What are we working with, guys? Just send it on the Zach and Ye interview. Yeah. They're shutting him down with 140 million in JP Morgan, and they're still shutting him down. So that one, I don't know. I still got a family to feed. We do the dance. We do the dance. What a blessing to buy XRP at the current prices. Yeah, I mean, guys, we're just loving these. We're loving this opportunity right now. XRP is still my biggest loss overall. Josh Dolan on TikTok. Okay, yeah. So you can change that. You can change that right now. And if you look at the risk reward potential and you look at the upside opportunity, I mean, it might be a loss. It might be at a negative on your balance sheet right now, on your portfolio right now. But then you probably, if you're pouting about it, then you probably just don't understand what you hold. So that's the problem. If you know what you hold, I'm back to break even. Like back up at 47 cents. No, I'm in profit again. But most of my bag, my average is, 25, 30 cents. So as we were back down at those levels, I was back to break even, and okay, load it back up. And it's the same thing if we go lower. Same thing if we go lower. See, I don't even look at my other bags. Because I'm just really not even diversified, to be honest with you guys. I just have a massive amount of XRP and try to stack as much cash as possible. It's a cult, gotta pray. No, no. It's I mean, have fun staying poor. If that's your comment, have fun staying poor. I don't really care what you want to call it, what you want to call me, what you want to identify as. I don't care. Don't care. Because in the middle of this recession, we're continuing to put out our biggest numbers, and we continue to put our pedal down, and we're taking advantage of the opportunity, and we will not stop. And have fun staying poor. Have fun pouting. Good luck. God bless to you. Call us a cult. Call us whatever you want. I don't care. We're creating generational wealth, whether you like it or not, whether you get offended or not. God willing. What happened about the crash coinciding with the Feast of Tabernacles? So I've already done this. Jemmy, don't worry about blocking anyone, please, to the moderators, unless they get nasty. If they get nasty, we can kick them. But we don't really care about these guys. What was that question? Feast of Tabernacles. Okay, so Feast of Tabernacles, yes, we did not have a crash over the last month. We've just been steadily in a decline, and well, actually, we've been hanging out sideways. We've been in a steady decline. June was the lows, right? This year, we've just been steady decline. We didn't have the crash panic moment that we had leading up to the Feast of Tabernacles. So no, we did not have the crash conclude on the Feast of Tabernacles like it did in 08, 87, and 1929. That was just a window of time that we were looking at. Now we look ahead at back-to-back eclipses and strap the hell in. And do not waste a second trying to say, oh my gosh, you were wrong. No. I said, look at this window of opportunity. Look at this window of time where in 08, 87, and 1929, the crash concluded during the Feast of Tabernacles. And as we were going through the last few weeks, I told you guys, well, we're not crashing, guys. We're not going through a crash. Like, we are down. We're not doing anything. We're hanging on the edge of a cliff with Bitcoin in all these markets. But just strap in and be ready for these eclipses, because they're about to take us for a ride. 100%. See, I am 100% about my call that there's going to be massive amounts of energy around the eclipses. I don't know if it's going to be up, down. I believe it's going to be down. I believe that we're going to get that crash panic moment. My call with the Feast of Tabernacles was not 100%. It was, hey, look at this window of opportunity. Look at history. Look at data. Look at charts. Look at fractals. The fractals we're following right now on the S&P 500 tell us that we bottom out, new lows, New low, we don't bottom out. New lows around October 25th, literally the first eclipse. So strap in, strap in. You know, what I'm trying to do when I predict and forecast and put out these dates in advance, I always put in that emphasis. Look at this window of time, but anything can happen, right? Now, 100% though, the energy's coming in with these eclipses, as it always has. Jamie Lynn McLaughlin, thank you for the 10 spot. Thanks for all your hard work and for everything you share with us. Jamie, I appreciate you. Tony, 10 spot. Loved your rant. What's going on with Quant adoption? I'm about to FOMO in. Tony, now is not the time to FOMO into Quant, in my opinion, because there's nothing that I've been able to find that is really actually an answer for why this thing's pumping right now. And that's what Quant has done in the past. Do many of my community members hold Quant, and do I want to see my community win? And, you know, do I care if Quant does good? Well, you know, I would love to see Quant do well. You know, I would love to see that work out. But Quant's done this a few times, folks, where it's really pumping and it's not much behind it. It's not like a utility. Like we have, you know, record on-demand liquidity volume with XRP. We have things that we can see, right? With Quant, there's been no new partnerships that I can see. There's rumors, there's speculation that there's basically just a run on the supply. Quant does have a very limited supply, but I just can't seem to find anything that's really the answer for why it's pumping right now. And that always worries me. And we've seen it in the past with Quant, where it goes on a little pump on its own, but then it crashes just as hard as it pumps. And so be ready for that, and be ready to de-risk. Remember where we are at in all of these cycles, what could happen to all of these markets, what I believe will happen to all these markets. We will go lower. I thought that we would already be moving to the downside by now, but everything's still at play. And the situation just gets worse and worse with every day and new data points that come out. So if there was a Ripple versus SEC settlement and XRP was pumping, that's something that you can say, okay, there's a reason why this coin's pumping. If a new partnership gets announced with the project and there's some hype, usually it pumps and then it dumps right after. Those are short-lived. With Quant right now, I don't really have an answer. Maybe you guys do. Let me know if you guys have any speculation on why Quant's pumping right now. What do you think of Quant, Chris? I appreciate that super chat 10 spot. Well, my thoughts on Quant is it's a pretty decent use case and utility. What worries me is I haven't seen enough from them yet. I just haven't seen enough that really turns me on and gets me excited. I see a lot of a good narrative, a good story, good utility, solid use case, solid problem, interoperability between multiple currencies. I get that. I get that. But as you guys are seeing with the ISO standards, if your messaging is ISO standard, you know, you're not going to really have that problem. But that utility is there. That utility is there. I guess I really just need to put out a deep dive on Quant where I can really share my thoughts in depth. But to simplify and give you an answer, it just doesn't turn me on enough to buy any right now. And I missed my boat. This is another big point, is I missed my boat on buying Quant. And for me, when I miss big moves in a crypto, I don't come in, I don't FOMO in on the way to the top. And even after it comes down, sometimes I don't even go in, like on Cardano. Cardano, I kick myself for because I could have bought it like 3 to 5 cents before it went on a crazy run. And so then I never, you know, participated in it, and I still won't. It's just, I missed it. Okay, goodbye. With these other utility cryptos that didn't have a bull run, last bull run, that's what I'm invested in. Like XRP, XLM, XDC did have a bull run. It did hit new all-time highs, but it's still, you know, kind of in the shadows there, suppressed. Algorand hit a new all-time high and Quant hit a new all-time high. So it's basically like XRP, XLM, and then I want to say I held a couple others. Maybe it was IOTA. IOTA didn't hit a new all-time high this last bull run. if I'm not mistaken. That's what I'm looking for. And so Quant, yes, the utility's there. It's a good story, good project. CEO's legit, company's legit, but it doesn't get me going. (911) Pest Control, thank you for the 10 spot. Do you think the XRP could be a set price coin rather than go up and down? Stable price coin rather than a stable coin? Thanks for being 100. Yeah, Pest Control, here's the answer for that. It's very simple. XRP price is going to stabilize after we get that green light, after utility is unlocked. The set price, I don't know how high it's going to be, but I do believe that there's going to be a set price. I don't really necessarily believe that it's going to be an agreed upon price. I just believe that the utility and the supply demand shock that takes place will take it to a much higher price. From there going forward, it will and as it functions now, it functions as a stable coin because the transactions are done in 3 seconds. So that's why you see the IMF, World Bank, and other institutions refer to XRP as a stable coin, is because the transactions are done so quick, much faster than the legacy financial system, that it functions as a quote-unquote stable coin. As far as price stability, well, I believe that the price will be much more stabilized once it reaches those higher price points and when it's based on a utility value price, right? And as the demand continues to grow, and as we see the supply continue to fall off and get burned in every transaction, get locked up, get set aside as reserves, that's going to drive up that price from there. So as far as a set agreed upon price of $589, don't believe in that. But I do believe that there is going to be a value unlock for this coin, and that it will function as a stable coin, but it's going to be a bridge currency that will be increasing in value because it has an finite supply. Unlike the world reserve currency of the financial system we are now seeing burn down to the ground, the US dollar reserve currency system and the SWIFT financial system, that's all coming to an end, and they had an unlimited supply. They printed over basically a third of the total dollars in circulation over the past 2 years. That's a completely different situation from something that only has 100 billion coins, 50 billions locked up. I make the case that tens of billions of XRP is locked up in the hands of Joe Blow like me that's waiting for XRP to go to a higher price, and institutions like maybe the Treasury Department, maybe market makers for the Treasury Department, maybe like the Bank of England and other central banks that are holding it as a reserve, that are not going to be giving up. They're going to be using and sitting on, lending out, like myself, lending out their XRP, not selling it, not giving it up. They're going to be holding it, which means the supply for real world utility problem solve is much less than 100 billion. And then when you look at the size of these markets, as we covered yesterday, $600 trillion derivatives market. On the conservative end, it's well over quadrillions of dollars. We look at the SWIFT volume on a yearly basis being over $1 quadrillion. That's $6 trillion daily. We look at the clearinghouse in the United States being $2 trillion daily. Another $600 trillion on the year of settlement. We look at the DTCC and the amount of hundreds of trillions of security settlement that happens just at the DTCC. And these are just some of the markets, some of the use cases, some of the potential utility for XRP to operate as a quote-unquote stablecoin bridge asset for the Internet of Value, for derivatives, for the stock market, for real estate, for NFTs, metaverse, gaming, whatever you want. Love the transparency, Zach. Thank you. Keep talking, Zach. XRP price is pumping, brother. Yeah, I mean, we'll see what happens here. I'm not expecting any major breakouts until after this midterm election for the Ripple versus SEC lawsuit. So, yeah. Thank God for the opportunity, and thank God for Zach and the people in the Discord fighting the good fight and making it all possible. Christy, God bless you. Thank you. I appreciate you. Shane says Zach shorts Bitcoin. That's right. So I've set a, yeah, I don't even want to share my trade. I think it's inappropriate to do so. But I will just say that I have placed a limit order to buy another Bitcoin short if they want to send it up. What have I been telling you guys? Around 20 grand? Bitcoin does not belong. XRP does belong around 20 grand per coin. But Bitcoin, no. Does not belong at 20 grand right now. And we've just been calling all of these bluff fake out pumps. And once again, I've told you guys yesterday, and I'm going to make this point again here tonight. Be ready for a little fake out on this first eclipse, where we could get a little bit of excitement, a little bit of pump this week leading up to the new moon eclipse. And then I'm expecting a shakeout to the downside like we haven't seen in a minute. So strap in. Be ready for that. And like I said, yeah, definitely got my Bitcoin shorts placed, and just been doing that in the meantime. Zach is so right. We are lucky to be so early. Yeah, I mean, there's a few other cryptocurrencies that get me excited as well. Real estate is an asset class that gets me excited as well. A little bit more passive investment portfolio if you want to go that route, or you can go the business route of real estate as well. I still think that there's tremendous of opportunity, even though that asset class has been around forever. But primarily for me, as I continue to say, the biggest opportunity that I continue to see is within the business, within whatever business sector you're in. There is so much opportunity to start your side hustle, start your business, to grow within your company, to save your company from recession and save your job in the process. This is what many people should be trying to figure out right now. Not only how do I save my company, because that's how I save my job. For those that, are doing that, taking that route, which, not everyone needs to be an entrepreneur and start their own business. The point that I'm just making right now is that every sector is getting disrupted. So there's tremendous opportunity in whatever field you're in. But with this new emerging asset class technology, digital commodities like XRP, as far as once I've made the money, where do I need to put it to keep it and to multiply it? Nothing compares, in my opinion. I don't see a better opportunity. Have people been making more money with other things in the meantime? Absolutely. Yeah. I've been making money with my business in the meantime. I just continue to stack these suppressed assets because I will not be fooled. They're trying to fool us. They're trying to FUD us out. The Bitcoin maxis distract us. There's a whole campaign ran against XRP. Lies, misinformation, disinformation, deception, evil, sick people. Max Kaiser can't even make a point that makes sense. Max Kaiser is making the most ridiculous comments about XRP. I don't even think that he can take himself serious. I mean, it's got to be a joke. He's got to be trolling. I know he's not that stupid. And if I had to make a bet, he's another one of these guys that does have a little bag of XRP. So funny how they do that. Zach, which is best, Ripple shares or XRP? If only one can be chosen, you got to make sure that you have your XRP, and then if you can get some Ripple shares, I would be looking to participate in that as well. XRP is a better opportunity in my opinion. What is Bitcoin going down to? 14K I think can easily be done. 14K, 13.5, easily in the blink of an eye. If you guys are looking to get tapped in, head on over to my website, link in bio, link on down below, and you guys can join my Discord group. Leo, what's up? Ralphie in the house. XRParmy in the house. Ralphie's a real one on TikTok. One of the few real ones. Ralphie, huge shout out to Crypto Ralphie on TikTok. One of the few. And Ralphie knows what I'm talking about. He knows where I come from. One of the few. I'm here for the massive update from Cali. What's going on? I already have left Cali, so I We got to move a little bit differently now. So I dropped the video of me in California after I've already left California. And I dropped the video of me at Long Beach after I've already left Long Beach, because I got to stay safe in the streets these days. You know what I'm talking about. But California was a good vacation, good time with the family. Enjoyed getting out there, and it was a blessing to be able to do so. Had a great, fantastic week with my family. I'm so thankful. And it was good to see California. Good to see how that program's working out there. It's so funny. But beautiful state. After the smog lifts at about noon, the weather gets nice. But huge shout out to the California family. And I told my Discord members, I was so sorry. I said, sorry that I wasn't able to have a meetup down in California this trip. But next time I'm in California, for sure going to be having a meetup. And then for sure going to be having a Discord meetup this winter. So really looking forward to that. And but this trip was all about the family, so I apologize for no meetups down in California. But yeah, we went to Disneyland, we went to Universal Studios, went to Long Beach, and it was incredible just being in La La Land and Disneyland, riding the rides, having a good time while, you know, the situation taking place is truly incredible. For an intermediate crypto trader, 2 years, what should I be focusing on learning during these times? I'm just taking what the market gives me, which is the market wants to fake pump Bitcoin up to like 20K. And I just say, okay, short, just every time. And that's not financial advice, but I'm just kind of taking what the market's giving me right now. And I'm also only trading with less than 10% of my bag, because I'm not a good trader. I don't understand technical analysis. So I have that enough self-awareness to say, I'm not going to gamble 50% or 100% of my bag on trading right now in what I call the most manipulated asset class in the world, cryptocurrency, the most manipulated markets. I'm not going to try to play around too much. I got a little 5-10% of my bag that I'm playing with, and I've been able to grow that about 50% over the last 3 months with a very simple strategy. Short Bitcoin after it pumps. I mean, I wish there was something more, you know, I wish I could sell you guys a course on trading or something like these other guys are doing for thousands of dollars. The program's so stupid simple. Bitcoin goes to 20K, short. Bitcoin went to 25K in August. Okay, nice, cute, short. And yeah, just scalping that trade is what I'm doing right now. But as far as what should you focus on right now over 2 years, I would focus on staying within the game. If you're a trader, if you're doing that deal, okay, put in the work, because it's work and you got to understand what you're doing. It's not something that's passive income. You can't just set your limit orders and sit back and chill and kind of let it do its thing. That's kind of what I do because my strategies are so simple. But if you're a real trader, you're in the markets, in and out, swing trading, day trading, you can't be doing it passively. It's not, it's something, it's a commitment, and it's an education that you got to invest in yourself in. And then you can be doing that game, you can be doing that hustle, but then I would focus on just accumulating bags of positions that you really believe in, because we're on the brink of a new financial system. You don't have to really do anything special to take advantage of that. So to answer your question, you don't have to take advantage. You don't have to try to trade your way to generational wealth. No, you just invest in the solid utility of the new financial system. Now it's up to us. It's up to, right? We're trying to figure out what those cryptocurrencies are going to be. What are the suppressed assets? Wait, you think it's going to be 2 more years of a bear market? No. Well, okay, this is tough, guys. Okay, so I believe that the bottom is going to come in the next 3 to 6 months. Like could be coming in really soon, actually. But 3 to 6 months conservatively. But I'm expecting a rough go at it until about 2024. So understand this, because this is where people get so misconstrued and so confused, and where I always have to break this down and make this so simple, because I want people to understand what I'm saying. Bitcoin can bottom out at 14K, 10K here in the next 3 to 6 months. We have a crazy couple of liquidation events that take us down to 10K, let's say. It just is insane blood in the streets. We go down to 10K. If Bitcoin pumps 20% to 12K, that is technically speaking a bull market, and it moves Bitcoin into a bull market. And then we get to say that technically speaking, officially, the bottom is in, we're in a bull market. But that's not going to be that's not going to be the end of this story, right? That's not going to be like happy times yet. It's not going to be a party. It's not going to feel like a bull run just yet. And that's where a long-term horizon of 1, 2, 5 years for this new financial system get rolled out is my timeline. 2025, basically everyone goes live with the new system. By 2030, you won't be able to get away from the new world order. You won't be able to get away from the changing world order. Now, I'm a fan of the complete opposite of that agenda. I'll just leave it at that, right? To simplify that. But as far as timelines on the bear markets and the cycles and the dates and when do we get rich, patience, and build a real business in the meantime. You know, keep hustling, keep going at it, because you're going to be let down. You're going to be disappointed when, technically speaking, the bear market will be over. The bull run will have began, but you still won't have any riches. You still won't have generational wealth. Because technically speaking, when we bottom out at 10K, go up 20%. A 20% move is the definition of a bull market or a bear market. So 20% down, bear market, 20% up, bull market. So we go down to 10K, we pump 20%, that takes us to 12K. Technically speaking, the bull market will have began. But that could be in the spring or summer of next year. But will anyone have generational wealth off that move? No. And will we have probably recovered more than that? Yes. But I'm just saying, guys, patience and continue to build real value. Continue to take action. At least for me, I'm not expecting my bags, all my investments, to get me generational wealth next year. When the Ripple versus SEC lawsuit is done and XRP pumps to $10, you bet my life will be changed. All of our lives will be changed. We are going to be crying tears of joy. We aren't going to know what to do, which is why I say you better write out that exit strategy. Okay? But we have much, much further to go. Not only for XRP price, not only for how much bigger the new financial system and the internet of value will grow, but as far as the businesses that I'm building, as far as the real estate portfolio that I'm beginning, everything else that I'm going to be investing in, my family that I'm building, 5 to 10 year time frame on that. Zoom out, not only on the charts, on your life. But then at the same time, what did you do today to move the needle forward? You know? Are you going to be able to take advantage of that bottom coming in over the next 3 to 6 months? How big are you going to be able to get those bags up to? You know, I finally hit targets in my XRP bag that have me sleeping just fine at night. Just doing all right. And now I'm going to be looking at some other, assets. Some other cryptos, XDC, Algo, a couple others. And then, as I've mentioned to you guys in the past, and I will continue to say, right now, cash, sideline, negotiating deals. Got the agents sending me deals every single day, building my team for real estate, because I'm not going in just to buy. First deal is going to be a house for my family. But then after that, we get the ball rolling, we start building equity, and we are going to be building a massive real estate portfolio. Building the team in the meantime. But with that being said, I just want to say thank you to everyone in this community. I know you guys are tapped in. I know you guys are taking massive action, just like you guys are smashing that thumbs up. You guys are sharing this content far and wide. And if you're looking to get tapped in, head on over to my website, zachrector.com. I am so excited to be back home from California, from vacation. We're getting locked back in. I think we found the rhythm tonight. I think that we're tapped in. We might have gone a little bit too hard on the Bitcoin maxis. And am I going to apologize? No. Sorry, we don't got time. We got to fix humanity's biggest issues, and we got to move the world forward. We don't have time to play games, and we don't have time to be politically correct or woke. And we aren't going to apologize for those of you who have a failing program. We're just going to say, hey, come aboard if you want. Hey, we're nice. There's room. You want to get real deals done. You want to scale up. Let's solve problems. Come aboard. Create some generational wealth and take advantage of the greatest transfer of wealth in the history of the world. God bless you all. I appreciate you guys so much. Huge shout out to all the super chats tonight, supporting the channel. I appreciate you guys, okay? I will see you guys tomorrow in the next one. Take care and God bless.